If you're wondering which battery you need for which application, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the latest episode of Focus On. We've laid out a variety of batteries here on the table, as you can see, and there's a good reason for that, because at STIHL there are 3 different battery systems, each perfectly tailored for your needs, whether that's about performance, application, or value for money. But which system is best suited for which area, that's what we're going to address today. You're very welcome, Paul, from STIHL Product Management. Thank you. You're going to talk us through the different battery systems today.
Yeah, thank you, Matt, for having me. But still, we absolutely have different battery systems which are best suited to different applications. So whether you've got small garden challenges, you're gardening in your own garden, or you're a full professional user, we've got the right battery system that's perfectly suited to your application in terms of power to get that job done, and also being value for money as well.
Indeed. Before we look at the individual systems, what would you say are the overall advantages of batteries per se?
Well, of course, with battery power tools, they are a lot quieter. So if you're working in your own garden, you're not going to be disturbing your neighbours.
Sure.
Or if you're a professional user, you can work around schools, hospitals, or perhaps a zoo, not disturbing people on a nice day out, or people studying. So that's a significant advantage there. There's also no emissions at operator level, so they're more pleasant for the user and better for their health. They are generally lower in vibration. A lot more balanced and ergonomic, because you can choose where you put the battery in and the motor in that machine's housing.
Yeah.
So they are really, really well balanced overall, and often lighter too as well. You won't have to go to the fuel station to pick up fuel and then mix that and put that in your tool. And the overall starting procedure as well is much simpler on a battery power tool compared to petrol.
Okay, so let's go there first. Let's compare the starting procedures of a battery-powered tool against a petrol-powered machine.
Well, we've got them in the workshop here. We've got the BR200 petrol backpack blower to compare against the BGA250 battery-powered blower.
Perfect. So let's go ahead. You get that. I'll get the safety glasses. So talk us through the starting procedure for the BR200.
So first of all, we've got to prime our fuel system. So I'll press the primer bulb a number of times to make sure that system is primed. If the tool hasn't been used and it's a cold start, I put it in the cold start position. I then move it to the floor, put my foot on it and pull the starter until it splutters almost into life.
Yeah.
Then I move it into semi-choke and then I pull the cord until it starts up. So there are a few steps, and I've got to make sure I've actually got fuel in there in the first place as well.
There's a whole ceremony, isn't there? Let's be honest.
There is indeed.
Okay, compare that to a battery-powered tool. What have you got there?
It is a lot simpler, of course. We put our battery in and we pull the trigger.
Quicker, easier, you're ready to go straight away, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the first battery system, the AS, small, light, powerful.
Indeed. Yeah, this is our AS2 battery. It's really lightweight at just 220 grams, and it fits a wide range of tools. So you've got hedge trimmers, grass trimmer, and a blower in the range, as well as many other tools. It fits things like our HSA 26 battery-powered shrub shears. Those are really lightweight ergonomic tools that are great if you're trimming lots of topiary in the garden. They also fit things like our ASA 20 battery-powered secateurs. So you've got lots of roses to prune and do lots of repetitive cuts. Perhaps you've got a lot of apple trees as well in your garden. And they're really well suited to having a lightweight ergonomic tool that you can do lots of things in the garden and get lots of tasks done with this simple battery.
But the AS system's not just for occasional work, right? It's also for professionals.
Yeah, indeed. We've got a GTA 40 battery-powered pruner in the professional range as well. So this actually uses 2 AS2 batteries, so you can use it in the tree canopy, removing dead wood, doing a crown lift or crown reduction, where the lightweight tool, slim design really comes into its own and makes it very simple to use for professional applications.
And we've got a clip of a professional working with the system out in the field. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Simon Sauer, and I work at Dietz Tree Care. I'm a European tree worker. I use the GTA 40 for deadwood removal of thin branches, or for light crown reductions. This way, I don't need a manual pruning saw. At first, I thought I would be faster with the manual pruning saw. But later I realized that the GTA40 performs really well. You can also use the full bar length, which allows you to cut larger branches.
Yeah, and as Simon's example clearly shows, the AS batteries are also very much suitable for professionals. Right, let's move on to the next system, and that's the AK system.
So our AK system is really well suited for use in your own garden. Perhaps you've got a medium to large size garden to maintain with large hedges, lawns and borders. So this is a system with 3 different batteries in there. We've got an AK10, AK20 and AK30. And with that battery system, you can choose the right battery suited to the task. They've got different levels of power and capacity, so you can balance off the trade-off between having a lightweight tool or having lots of power. So you've definitely got the right battery for each individual task.
Sounds great. Okay, so I can use one battery in multiple devices, which is always a good thing. Talk me through a little bit about the options there. What kind of range are we talking about?
Well, we've got a really extensive range of tools. At STIHL, we talk about the core 5. So we've got a range of grass trimmers, hedge trimmers, chainsaws, leaf blowers and lawn mowers. But there are other products around that as well. So we've got a battery-powered pressure washer, we've got a battery-powered vacuum cleaner, and also a leaf vacuum shredder as well. And there are other tools always being added to that system, so you can take a quick look at the STIHL website and find out about the extensive range, and you may be surprised at just how many tools there are there.
I think they probably would be surprised. So it's always good to have one battery that I can use in multiple machines. Talk us through the technology in the AK a little bit. What kind of cells have we got there?
Well, we've got your standard round cylindrical cells, but premium cells. In the AK10, we've actually got 10 cells. AK20, you've got 20 cells. So that's where the system comes into its own and you get a choice. So we've got lighter weight batteries there.
Here we go. It is indeed very lightweight.
And then we've got batteries.
There's a difference. Yeah. Okay.
With more capacity.
Yeah.
And can deliver more power. So if you've got, say, a hedge trimmer, if you want a really lightweight ergonomic tool, you may be better suited to the AK10.
Right.
Whereas if you've got a more power demanding tool like a chainsaw or a leaf blower and you want longer working times as well, you can choose the higher capacity batteries as well. So there's certainly a right battery for each tool, and we have got a recommendation for each tool, so you can easily choose which one's right for you and the tasks that you have to complete.
Brilliant. There's something there for everybody. I think it's time to move on to our third system. That is STIHL's new system, ALLPRO. Imagine you want to work with your tools all day long in any weather, heat or frost. You've got a lot to do and you need consistent power even during long and intensive use. Then you need a battery system that can keep up. The new ALLPRO system was developed for you, for true professionals, and also for private users with large areas and high demands. Paul, talk us through ALLPRO, please.
So with ALLPRO, you get top performance without compromise, and these batteries fit our most extensive range of battery-powered tools too.
So that means I get the same performance with ALLPRO as I would with a petrol-powered tool?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you picked a petrol-powered machine with comparable specs to the battery-powered machine, there'd be no compromises, same power, and that's where ALLPRO really shows what it's capable of.
Okay, let's turn our attention to the cell technology in the ALLPROs, because they're not considerably bigger than the AKs, are they? But they really do pack a punch.
Yeah, they certainly do. So in the ALLPRO 20 and 30 batteries here, these contain standard cylindrical cells, premium cells that can deliver longer working times than our AK system. But we've also got in the ALLPRO 100, 200 and 300p batteries here, these contain tabless cells. So for the more demanding tasks, they can deliver that higher power you need for those applications. And they are all IPX certified for water splashing from all directions too.
Right, you said tabless cells there. What is tabless? How does that help the ALLPRO?
Firstly, I'll focus on the standard cell. So in a standard battery cell within the battery casing, you have one single contact point for the energy to flow out of. So you can see that as a bit of a bottleneck.
Sure.
In the tabless cells, you have multiple contact points, which allows the energy to flow more freely and deliver that higher power a lot quicker as well. So for the most demanding tasks, for demanding applications and demanding tools, such as a high-powered chainsaw or a cut-off machine, 15, that's where the ALLPRO tabular cells really come into their own.
Yeah, that sounds great. You got that added power. But if power's what I want, why don't I always use an ALLPRO and put it in every machine? It's always good to have more power, right?
Yes and no. It's really important to pick the right battery for the right application. So absolutely, if you've got some high-powered tasks where you need to get the job done, then it's suited to the higher power batteries. But if you've got lighter tasks, then they might be more suited to the ALLPRO 20 and 30.
That's right. ALLPRO delivers serious energy for tough jobs and helps professionals power through the day. And despite all that performance, the batteries have a long lifespan and they're really reliable, right, Paul?
Yeah, they really do. ALLPRO can handle up to 3,000 charge cycles and still have 80% remaining capacity after that time.
Right.
So let's put that into a real world scenario. If you're a working professional working 200 days per year, charging once per day, then ALLPRO batteries will last 15 years and you'll still have that 80% capacity left after that time. So certainly enough capacity to get lots of tasks completed.
And within those 15 years, you're probably going to have to charge your devices once or twice. So we're going to check out the subject of charging right now. With the AL1802MO fast charger, STIHL has added a new device to its lineup that can charge batteries especially quickly. What do we need to know about the fast charger?
Well, fast charging is something our professionals certainly demand. And with the new charger, the ALLPRO 300p battery can be charged to 80% capacity in just 9 minutes.
Wow.
80% is more than enough capacity to complete demanding tasks around the worksite, so you can keep working with minimal interruptions. With vehicle-mounted charging solutions as well, you can certainly charge on the go, and this charger is outdoor certified, so you can use it in the rain, where it's got splash protection built into it as well. And by the way, if you already own AP batteries, you can use them in this new fast charger too.
Yeah, MO stands for mobile and outdoor, so it's quite a bit of kit. You're always covered no matter where you are. Let's turn our attention back to the ALLPRO batteries for a moment. They've got tons of power, fast charging, long lifespan, but they're really also not very heavy, are they? So you can work ergonomically for long periods out in the field.
Yeah, that's the great thing about the range of batteries. You can choose the right weight battery for the respective task.
Yeah.
So I visited the team at Worcester College, Oxford University, to hear what they thought about the handling and ergonomics of it all. So let's take a look at that now. The team face a wide range of tasks here, from precision work to tasks that demand real power. And for that, I brought the ALLPRO battery system. We want to see if this technology can power them through their daily work. And I'm sure it can. Hedge trimming is precision work, as you can see from the sculpted U-columns behind me. I've given Simon the 100p battery, the lightest in the ALLPRO series, whilst giving enough power to get a lot of work done.
The battery is super light. I was really surprised how light it was. The machine is well balanced and it's really manoeuvrable, so it's perfect on these U-columns where we need that really sharp cut.
It was a real pleasure to visit their stunning grounds and gardens and hear from the team, particularly Simon about how he got on with the 100p battery with the HSA 140 hedge trimmer when tackling those stunning U columns. And he really found that very nicely balanced and easy to manoeuvre tool.
Indeed. If you want to learn more about ALLPRO, we recommend checking out our dedicated Focus On episode. In it, we take a deeper dive into the topic of compatibility, and we take a closer look behind the scenes of fast charging, and through a variety of test scenarios, we demonstrate just how robust and durable the system really is. And we've also accompanied professionals using ALLPRO in their everyday work. Okay, so we've looked a lot at the differences between the three battery systems. Paul, what do they have in common?
Well, they all deliver constant power. So whether it's the AS system, the AK system, or the ALLPRO system, they deliver constant power right from the very start of the battery right through to the end when it needs to be recharged.
Yeah.
That's really important because with a petrol tool, from the first drop of petrol to the last, you don't notice any decline in performance.
No.
And you certainly don't get any decline with these batteries either. So you get consistent performance and top performance all the way through.
Excellent. Is that the same with the competition, for example?
Well, no, other manufacturers don't all have this technology in there, so it's a really important feature to take into consideration when looking at what battery system's right for you.
Very interesting, thank you. Any other similarities that they share?
So with the latest generation of AK batteries and the ALLPRO batteries, we've got a power boost function.
Yeah.
So if you're going through a tough piece of grass with your lawnmower, you can call up a little bit of extra power, which the batteries can deliver for a short period of time. Or if you're cutting firewood in the garden, or you're an arborist or forester, you trim smaller branches, you may not need the extra power, but if you're going through a large stem or trunk, then you can call up extra power for a short period of time to get that job done too.
And the batteries can communicate with the tools and vice versa, right?
Yeah, they absolutely can. There's bidirectional communication between the tool and the batteries. So the tool can call up the right amount of power from the battery, which it can certainly deliver to it.
Brilliant. And working in the rain, not a problem?
Yeah, not a problem with the AS system of batteries and the ALLPRO batteries as well. So these are designed for professional applications. Professionals can't choose whether they work in the rain or the sun or anywhere in between. So they have IPX water splash certification, so you can be assured that they will work in the rain as long as you can as well.
Well, thank you, Paul, not only for showing us the similarities of the battery systems, but for all of the insights that we've learned today. It's been terrific. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And thank you very much for joining us. We hope that you've now had a good overview of the different STIHL battery systems. Feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. And check out our other videos in this series to learn more about STIHL battery power tools. See you next time. Bye-bye.